Okay, here we are back at the Schubert A Duo. In the first movement, just going to review things that need reviewing. We'll find out what they might be. I'm going to go to the second page. In fact, I probably should, well, there's no page turn problem because there's rests. So, morning sloppiness. It's right under the hand. But I need an awareness of the fact that my left hand is holding a B that my right hand has to then occupy. So that involves, more than anything, awareness. So I'll let go and pedal properly. Just that single lack of awareness is all it takes is to wonder why something is always awkward and never address it. Okay, there's really... Now, this is worth practicing because of the slight awkwardness of the trill. It's the thumb glued to the D. Oh, now that's so incredibly silly on my part. Why does it take this long? Well, it doesn't matter because sometimes you just lay the groundwork. These trills are so much easier as single trills without being held down. And my left hand is so close to those whole notes. People who have done this would shake their heads as I am shaking my head. So, it turned from a rather awkward trill to a very standard. And in fact, I can even adjust the right hand's approach fingering from 4-2-1 to 3-1 because I have a double white note here. And that shifts my hand over to get it ready for the third finger it's going to be on before it starts the trill. Well, there's no option. The first one has a note. It goes upward, so. Myself to go up, I'll go to thumb. Yes. Nice. I'm assuming I'll have similar luck later. Now, this is not physically challenging. So easy to get suckered into the simplicity of this with the changing of chords. For example, there. The left hand changes from B major to B minor, then they both change. So also these nice inflections. Again, little details different. This same basic chord, but then it changes. You get that seventh chord. D7 there. If I had not been in let's call it fine-tooth combing mode or something, looking for things. I might not have missed some of these details. I might have missed some of these details. Fourth fingers there because some of them are really uncomfortable. I'll go 5, 4, 4, 4, 5. So, 5. And again, a recognition that I have to let go. A bit of a hand division wizard. I love to look for ways of doing things that simplify it. But in this case, it was one of the most obvious hand divisions that I had missed. probably because I'm able to execute the trill with the extra voice going, and I found a reasonable solution, and that was that. But really, there's a difference between a reasonable solution and an easy, effortless, efficient solution. So now I have to choose a finger rather than the one that's indicated. Same issue as, or same fingering thing in the right hand as before. I've got two adjacent white notes. I can use the thumb to set up that hand position for what's coming up. As I did before, it works the same way. So this is 1, 2. And the top note, how convenient, happens to be the same note, the thumb note. Up, I really need to remind myself of the thumb. For me, that thumb makes a big difference. The same note heads, they just have altered accidentals in the middle, so you get C going to C sharp and you get E flat going to E natural. It's just very difficult in the heat of battle to recognize that. It's just a question of feeling that inner twist in the hand. These are chords that were borrowed from the exposition, just in a different place. It's funny, the specific lighting here faded out my pencil markings. So I've improved the angle. Now I can see the fingering I indicated. That happens to be, incidentally, if you're playing in a strange hall or something. Lighting is a very big issue. If you're lit in a fashion you're not used to, the chances are that something may not be easily legible or whatever, or it's distracting, or light shines in your eyes, and you just never know for sure what you're going to get. Which is why it's so useful to have dress rehearsals where you're going to play. Of course, pianists know that they have to try out the piano. Because boy, does that ever make a difference. Enough spot checking for this movement. I'll come right back.